Welcome to the How to Write a Book podcast, the show that helps you plan, write, and publish your book, even if you're a beginner or just feel like one. Now, for your host, she's written over a dozen books and helps others bring their books to life. Here she is, Maciel.
Welcome back to the How to Write a Book podcast. You made it more than halfway through. It is day 16 of Nanowrimo, and we are on the 56th episode. Woo! Way to go. So, today's thought, of which disguises itself as writer's blocks, is I think I just hit the third mark, or a 60% mark, and now I'm stuck. Yeah. So sometimes we will kind of just hit a wall. It's like you're just boom. And all of a sudden you're like, I have no idea what to write next. What am I supposed to do? Where do I go from here? Oh, yeah. And this is when this this annoying voice comes in and says, oh, well, you clearly didn't write a good story because your story, if it was good, it would have had more content. It would have just kept going. If it was a good story, it would have written itself by now. Ooh, sometimes I just want to slap that thing and be like, get out of here. Oh, but y'all, I share that because I'm sure that you've heard that voice as well, right? It's familiar. It's a familiar voice. Debbie, get back over there, right? It's just like we talked about in another episode. It's like you have to name that voice and be like, I don't want to listen to you right now. You are not worth my time. I will talk to you during the editing process. Thank you. So, if you have hit a wall, it probably means that you've hit like a 30% or a 60% mark. You're about 1/3 or 2/3 through to the book. And first of all, let's say congratulations because you have made it that far. And second of all, let's say congratulations because it means that you are naturally hitting a bump that is meant to be hit, because it signifies certain things. So if you follow, the 3-part, writing method, the 3-act structure, or the hero's journey, you are literally at one point of the story, which might be the inciting incident, or when the hero is going to accept their call to adventure, or you're right next to the climax and it's time for the deep, dark moment to happen. And then they'll jump into, the climax and the resolution. So, what does this mean? First, let's give yourself a pat on the back because it means that you have a natural storytelling voice. Your natural storytelling voice inside of you has recognized that the story is going up and down like a roller coaster. It's ebbing and flowing, and it knows that something has to happen here. It can recognize that. It knows that there is, it's pretty much telling you oh, okay, I can feel that something needs to happen right about now. I don't know what that is yet, but it's supposed to happen now. So this is great. This is your creative voice. So what I want you to do is, don't let this intimidate you. And if you're thinking to yourself I have to write the perfect, dark moment, I have to do this perfectly. No way. You just tell yourself, I'm going to give myself permission to write, and we're going to work through it. So some people might suggest, jumping to another scene instead, or hey, jump to the end and work backwards. That also works as well. If that speaks to you, if it gets you writing. But in case you really want to push through, then here's what I'm going to say. Go ahead and push through. Yes. Write the next best scene. Ask yourself, what do I logically, think would happen next? Or ask your creative voice, here's what I think would happen next. And tell yourself you will write a certain number of words, and that you will come back later. And what you might find is that as you push through that 30% mark or that 60% mark, it's going to feel really tough. It's going to kind of feel like as if you're rolling your car through mud, because it's going to be heavy and difficult. But you need to push through it so that you can create the content. And then as your muse kind of wrestles through it and breaks through, then your muse will pick up and will finish the rest of the story. You'll find, usually that's what happens, or you might end up having more content and you're going to find your story needs to last longer. But usually this will help to trigger your muse and to continue into the next most logical scene that they see fit. And then you're going to realize, oh, okay, I need to go back to that 30% mark or that 60% mark, and I need to add these things. I need to fix these things. So the most important thing is to push through and simply get those words down, knowing that your muse will let you know, okay, we're done. We got through it. Now let me go back and fix these things. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at maciel@blackheartedstudios.com. If you need more information on NaNoWrimo, go to nanowrimo.org. And if you want your 3 free writers toolkits, go to blackheartedstudios.com and click on resources for writers. But if you can't find that, feel free to email me. Y'all, thank you so much. And you can get through this. This one's a tough one. It is. But know that you are not alone. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey there, writer. Thank you for listening to the How to Write a Book podcast with your host, Maciel Valenzuela. If you like the show, we'd be happy if you left a review. For more information on writing and the writer's life, go to www.themaciel.com. That's www.themassiel.com. We'll see you on the other side.